Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Vegas Golden Knights franchise mode NHL 21. So we're actually set to start the 25-26 season. Now in the past episode, we're about to go into the playoffs. Now I will say we did have some audio issues. The audio just did not record properly, so I don't have that, but we didn't go far. As you guys can see, we lost in the first round against the Anaheim Ducks. So I do apologize you don't have the playoff episode or the off season. I'm just going to go through all of it right now. All the free agents that we got. You can see on the screen just a couple of the draft picks that we obtained. So it wasn't a extremely eventful episode, but I'm going to show you guys a look at the lines and a few new faces on the team. Ivan Chekovic is a new face. Guys can see +5 with Mark Stone. He's 95 overall. Also, Alex Ovechkin. We got him in free agency. We got Evgeny Dadonov in the trade. So the team is looking a bit different right now. Defense, we have Oskar Lindgren still on the top pairing. We have Radek Plakatic. And we still have Thatcher Demko, 85 overall. And Wallstedt, 82, backing him up. So we did let Sam Steele walk at free agency. We did re-sign him. And as you guys can see, Jesper Albalin is going to make the team as well as Plakatic. Both of them were in the AHL. Lower league potential, 79 overall at 22 years old. So this is a look at the team. So we actually only have chemistry in the first line, but I want to have Krebs on the first line because he's actually now listed as a low elite potential, 84 overall at 24. So he's with Chekovic and Stone. Stone played like a 95, Chekovic playing like a 90, Krebs playing like an 89. It's insane. We have Matthew Tkachuk on the second line with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Denis Gurianov. On the third line, we have Owen Tippett, Cody Glass, and a new player, new addition, Alex Ovechkin. Look at that shooting categories. Absolutely insane. 90s all around. 937 goals, 1,700 points. I mean, that guy is just breaking records. And then we got Evgeny Dadonov, Jesper Albalin, Alex Tuch. Actually have Tuch on the fourth line. I would have traded him, given that he's an 85. But at the end of the day, he's only on his last year of his contract. And it's just that the depth we have is pretty insane. If I put him there, we unfortunately have a -2 on the fourth line, so I don't want to put him on the third line there. I'd rather keep him on the fourth, so we just adds to the insane depth we have. Liquorin, Pietrangelo, Plakatic, Timmins, B, and Theodore. Defense is looking really solid again, so look at goaltending and the special teams. We have first power play unit, Stone, Nugent, Hawkins, Tkachuk, Pietrangelo, Bean. I'm actually going to change that up because I really want to have Ovechkin there. So for the power play, got Stone, Nugent, Hawkins, Gurianov, Ovechkin, Lindgren, and then Tuch, Glass, Krebs, Pietrangelo, Tkachuk. Now, down the AHL, we actually have a couple of extra guys. These three guys here are elite potential. So we have low elite here, low elite, and low elite. I would like to keep them just in case I want to make a trade. Definitely have some trade value given their elite potential. For defense, we have Miroslav Panik, 71 at 20, low top 4 potential. I'm really hoping he can pan out. He was the second round pick in 2023. As for forwards, a couple of interesting pieces we have. Brett Harrison there. He's 80 overall at 22, medium top 6. So I would like to push him up to the NHL. But at the same time, our center depth is already very good. We have Jesper Albalin. He's low elite. We'd like to keep Albalin there. So maybe we can move Harrison as well. We have Sauer, Suzuki, a couple of top 6 potential players there, as well as Elvenis. He's medium top 9. Stankonen, medium top 6. So we have some good potential guys. Alex Vormentum, actually have him in the AHL. He's on a 2-way deal. 81 overall on the third line. He's actually could be pretty good for an NHL team like the bottom 6. But I could potentially trade him. So there's a couple of things we need to look at. Potentially trading Formenton. Potentially trading Harrison or a couple of the elite guys we have scratched. In goal, we have Yogo Alnefeld. So those are all good trade pieces that we have. If it comes to the point we're at the trade deadline and we want to get a big piece, we can always do that. Potentially moving Alex Tuch. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, after the preseason, we're 5-2-0, so a decent preseason. Stone has 9 points in 7 games. We already got a few offers on Alex Tuch and Harrison. I have him on trade block, all those guys. I noticed Harrison was on the last year of his contract, so either we re-sign him to be a fourth line in the NHL next year. We can always move him, so I really don't want to lose him for nothing. He's 80 overall, he's young, has decent trade value, so we'll see how it goes. Probably going to move him at a trade deadline, if not before. Starting off the year in Vegas against the Vancouver Canucks, and we're starting off the year down 1-0. Oliver Bjorkstrand on Thatcher Demko, Vancouver's former goaltender. Can we come back in the third and get the win? No, we cannot. We get 2 goals. Chekovich and Alex Ovechkin, the 2 players. 2 of the new guys scored in their first game, but unfortunately it's not enough. Vancouver beats us 3-2 to start off the year. It's going to simulate a few weeks into November to see how the team is going. All right, so we beat Vancouver Canucks 4-1 in the second game in a couple of nights against them. That's good to see. We're actually 2-4-0. It's not good. I mean, our team is very good on paper. We expect them to do a bit better than that. It's a couple of wins and then a couple of losses. It looks like that's the trend. 2 wins, 2 losses. We're 6-7. Gonna simulate a few more weeks here and see how it goes. And hopefully we can bring back the winning ways in Vegas. So we're actually losing quite a bit. 9-13-1. We often see like start pretty rough and then somehow just out of nowhere we start winning a lot of games. We're gonna see if we're actually playing against the Washington Capitals anytime soon, because it would be Alex Ovechkin's return. There it is on January 1st. We're actually playing them on New Year's Day. That's going to be pretty cool for sure. So I'm actually going to simulate just before the game against the Washington Capitals, just see how the team is going. Just see how the team is doing. So we win a couple of games in a row there. That's good to see. I think that was 5 wins in a row there. So we're at 13-15-1, still below 500, unfortunately. We're getting offered Chandler Stevenson quite a bit, but we definitely don't need another center. A 7-6 loss in a shootout against the Stars. That's pretty crazy. Jacob Slavin, he would be a very good defenseman, but our defense is pretty stacked as it is right now. All right, so we're 20-18-3. We're actually just over 500 now. We're sitting 4th in the division. Here we go. Alex Ovechkin's return to Washington. I'm not sure if he had changed teams prior to going to Vegas, but let's see after 1. Daniel Sprong scores. After 1, 1-0 for them. Hopefully Ovechkin can get a goal. We're shooting him 16-6. Come on, boys. After 2, wow, 20-20. Who's their goaltender? After 3, 1-1, we tie it. Mark Stone on the power play. And it looks like we're going to overtime. No goals. We're going into a shootout. I'm actually going to go into the game, into the shootout. Hopefully, Alex Ovechkin can have a shot against his former team. Going to give the reverse retro to the Washington Capitals. I love that Eagle jersey. That is awesome. Here's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins starting it off for us. And he makes a stop. Not sure who they have in goal, to be honest. But here's Evgeny Kuznetsov coming in on Thatcher Demko. Demko cuts off the angle. He makes the stop. Okay, Alex Ovechkin against his former teams wearing number 10. And he snipes it top corner. Alex Ovechkin doing what he does best. Putting the puck in the net. Here's Alexander Kerfoot there. And he snipes it on Demko. Posted in. A fantastic shot by Kerfoot. Here's Evgeny Dadonov. Come on, let's go. Oh, he tried a dad soup, but he lost the puck. Here's Daniel Sprong. He had the first goal of the game. Demko stands strong. Good job. And here we go, trying to get the lead in the shootout. Mark Stone, the captain. Oh, and he made a nice save there. Travis Konechny coming in on Thatcher Demko, and he makes a stop. So this is a goaltending battle right here. Here's Matthew Tkachuk coming in, and he had no angle for that shot at all. Next shooter, Casey Middlestad. This is going to go on forever. No, Casey Middlestad gets the winning goal for the Washington Capitals. So, unfortunately, we lost that game. It was a pretty entertaining shootout. Demko and their goaltender were both very good. Let's take a look at the team. 41 points in 42 games for Nugent-Hopkins. Almost a point per game, which is great. I'm not sure if I should make a change, to be honest, because there's really not a lot I can do. Tippett there, he has 24. Tippett has 25 points. Guryanov, I'm just going to keep Guryanov at the second line there. Ovechkin actually went down to an 82 overall, so I wanted to keep him there for 1 year. I'm not sure if we're actually going to keep him after this year, because he's on a 1 year, $6.5 million deal. Maybe I can put Theodore up. Let's see, 6 points and a +8. Timmins, 13 points and a -1. So, really not a lot I can change with the team. Just gonna hope they turn things around. Pietrangelo went down to an 86, and he's on his couple of last years of his contract, 8.8 for 2 years. So that's something we definitely gonna look at. Alex Pietrangelo, unfortunately, he's getting older. His rating is going down. So we got to look into if we want to keep him or potentially trade him. I'm just going to simulate right up to the trade deadline here. Big win against the Red Wings. We win against the Sabres. So we won 4 out of our last 5 there for that stretch. Hopefully we can keep it going here. Torrey Crew for Matthew Tkachuk. I'm definitely going to say no to that. Definitely want to keep Tkachuk on the team. Tkachuk probably, I would love to put him on the first line, but Krebs gives it that +5. So we're actually winning some games, 29, 22, and 4. We're way above 500 now, 31 wins. That is something you love to see for sure. Tyson Berry's on his last year of his contract. Roman Yossi and Thomas Tatar for Harrison and Danilov. So Tatar there, 82 overall at 35, has 14 points. Danilov, 82 at 36, only has 17 points. Would get Yossi, he's 83 at 35, making $9 million. So definitely don't want that contract. But I know they want Harrison, they want Danilov. Again, Danilov, he's on another year of contract. I could get Tatar, who's the same rating. Could replace him. Is he a sniper? He is. All right, so he would actually fit on first line. Wow. So I'm going to take off Yossi and see if there's anything else I could get from the Nashville Predators. All right, so I'm going to see if I can edit that trade. I'm going to try to get Dante Fabro in the last year of his contract, 87 overall at 27 years old, elite defenseman. I think he would be great for our team there. Constant 20-point defenseman, but he would be really good defensively. As listed here, he's actually listed as a two-way, and he would fit on all defensive pairings. I'm going to try to replace Danilov by Tatar. He's making less money on a shorter term as well. Harrison, we don't need him anymore. I'm going to try to give him Jordan Brodziak there, 18 years old, 52 overall goaltender. Let's see what Nashville says. The trade is rejected, so I'm going to try to make a few more adjustments to that trade, maybe even give them a pick. We have not a lot of picks this year, maybe a second for next year. See, that sweetens the pot enough for them. Trade is accepted. There you go. So we get Dante Fabro and Thomas Tatar. So with Fabro's addition to the team, this leaves the question of who we trade, because we got Fabro. Unfortunately, one of our defensemen will have to leave. So we have Pietrangelo here, 86 overall. He's an assistant captain. He's very good for us. Lindgren is a young guy. Plekanec is a young guy. It's going to be between Bean, Timmins, and Theodore. So if you look at Bean, he's actually on his last year of his contract, 84 at 27. Timmins, 84 at 27 as well. He's on a 3-year deal, 4.7. I don't want to give him away, as well as Shea Theodore. So unfortunately, I think Jay Bean is going to be the odd man out, that we're probably going to have to trade him away. I think I'm going to put Fabro on the first defensive pairing, given that he is giving a +1 and he's younger than Pietrangelo. If we can re-sign him, it'd be a very, very good young elite defenseman. 27, I mean, he's not that young, but he's definitely not that old. So I think that will work out for us, and just have Jake Bean move via trade. And there's a 7-4 win against the Hurricanes. So I think the team is going in the right direction. So we're going to enter the trade deadline here, and we're definitely going to have to make a play on Jake Bean. So let's see what's available at OEL there. Ryan Mancheri, Sammy Bliss, Sam Steele, Kerfoot, Pareko. So you have a couple of familiar faces there in Sam Steele and Jonathan Marchessault. So there's Brendan Gallagher, Daniel Sprong. So I'm really not sure what I can get for Jake Bean. I'm going to have to try to find that out. So I'm going to actually see if I can get Ruslan Ajas, a premier goal scorer, 30 to 40 goals per year, 22 years old, 86 overall, medium top 6 potential, giving them Bean in the second. Is that going to go through? Trade is rejected. Honestly, I may have to give them a first round pick. So honestly, right now we're in a win now mode. Ruslan Haas not only would help us this year, would help us down the road as well. Would have to give him another piece as well. Honestly, I'm kind of willing to give them Alex Tuch, because again, he's on our fourth line, and basically he would not be with our team anymore anyway. So let's see if I can throw him in the deal and just take somebody back for a roster spot. Let's see who I can take. Someone on a 1-year deal, like Lawson Krause there, or even Noel there. 1-year deal left over the maximum salary cap. All right, so what if I just retain a bit of salary from Alex Tuch here? He's on his last year of his contract, so it really doesn't matter for us. Let's see if I retain $1 million, if it would work. Still over the salary cap. I'm gonna play around this deal, see what I can do. So I gotta hurry up here, because we'll probably get another trade offer. I want to make this trade work right away. So Noel, 50% on Tuch, $1 million on Bean, a first for Justin Noel. Trade is accepted. Welcome to Vegas. There you go. That is a big trade. I'm not doing any more trades. I'm just exiting out of the trade deadline. That was a bit hectic because, again, you got to just hurry up and do that trade before something happens there. Wow. All right. So that was a big trade. Honestly, I'm probably just going to end off the episode there because that was a lot of work in that short time. So this is 86 overall. We're going to move him up. I'm going to get the lines changed a bit. Looks like we only have +3 in the first line now. Chekovich. Okay, there. +5 to Chuck there. Yes. Left wing, left wing, left wing. I mean, look at the depth we have on the wing. That is insane. Alex Ovechkin is on the fourth line. I mean, that is not right, and he doesn't deserve to be on the fourth line. But it's just a testament on our depth we have on our team. Unfortunately, it looks like it screws up the chemistry a bit, but I don't think it's that big a problem because it is the fourth line after all. Those guys are on the end of their contracts. Alex Ovechkin, the main reason I've had him is for being on the power play, where it actually looks like his spot was taken by Jas. I'm going to put him there. On the left side, we have Ovechkin here. Sniper, put him on the first unit. There you go. It has a +3. It's even better than it was before. Hopefully that works out well. So in the next episode, we're going to finish off the regular season, and we're going to head into, hopefully, Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm just going to take a look quickly at everything right here. I'm going to put Ovechkin there on the 4-man power play. I'm going to take a look quickly at the standings to see where we're at in the standings there. So we're actually 4th in the division, but we're only 2 points ahead of 3rd, 4 points ahead behind of 2nd. So we're pretty close there. Yas or Jazz has 67 points, 37 goals in 62 games. So it's a fantastic addition to have him and Dante Fabro. So very active trade deadline for us. That's going to do it for the episode. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. We really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out any episodes. Next episode, hopefully, will be a deep playoff run for the Vegas Golden Knights. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.